Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, otherwise known as Disney Circus Girl. Today I'm actually off to one of the theme parks in the UK. I'm actually off to Legoland, so come join the fun. So we've arrived at Legoland Windsor. Mum, what did the security just say in your bag check?
He's going to confiscate my Kit Kats.
Finally.
We're in!
I knew.
We've got to go and collect the Kit Kat wrappers.
Yeah.
Okay. Collecting Kit Kat wrappers later because security confiscated. They didn't really confiscate the Kit Kats, they just said that I'm following. I want to take pictures, but they want to go to Skyline, so they know where they're going. I don't, so I'm just following. Jay has just pointed out there's a giraffe. Well, good luck if you've left something in the car, because you now have to leave the park. And then you have to rejoin the security queue where they will confiscate your Kit Kats. There's a dragon wearing funky glasses. This dragon is my spirit animal. Where are we going?
Down here.
Oh, can we go down the slide?
I don't.
Do you remember when Jay was little and every time we came in he did actually genuinely go down by going down the slide? This way? Dinosaur.
Hey, Mum.
Oh. Oh, da da da! Da da da! Da 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 da! You pointed at it! It's not called boating school anymore, it's called Coast Guard. I'll go in here. That used to be Dino Safari. I miss this hotel. I really miss it. Dino Safari 2.0. It's a dino lawn. It's a unicorn.
It's actually called
Or
an
Pegasus.
alicorn.
Oh, okay.
In Mythica, it's called an alicorn. I get a photo.
Look out for Crystal Class. Is that your new name?
We are now pleased to announce the flight Skyline is now back in operation.
To Lego Mythica, world of mythical creatures. You're about to take flight on an incredible adventure as you go even deeper into this parallel world where your Lego creations literally come to life. Everyone, meet Bits and Bobs, or Bobs for short. Bobs. No, we're not doing tricks. You see, someone just like you created Bobs, or rather built him with Lego bricks, and then incredibly, he came to life here in Lego Mythica. In fact, all the amazing, fantastical creatures you made from Lego bricks, like a two-headed sea monster or a flowery rhinoceros, transform to living, breathing, full-size versions of what you dreamed of and built. Can you imagine that? But there's a problem. Lately, the levels of imagination that fuel Lego Mythica have been running low. We need you to be inspired to imagine and build creatures to flourish in this world. You're about to meet Maximus, our special friend, the majestic skyline. Maximus has invited you to travel with him on a journey further into Lego Mythica. Hopefully, we'll be lucky enough to see the mysterious fire and iceberg. But beware the four-headed chimera who lurks across the land. He's known to be a bit snappy. Oh no, everyone can't fly like you, Bobs. Instead, we have created these special seats. After you board, Maximus will pick up the gondola to take you as far as he dares. So before we begin, I'd like you to notice the number you're standing on. Do you have your number? Good. This will be the same number as your assigned seat on the gondola. No, Bobs, not inside. You know the rules. Rules are super important, especially when traveling to a wild world you've never seen before. So please pay attention to these safety instructions in preparation for your journey.
For the enjoyment and safety of all our guests, we ask that you please follow the guide. Once in the correct boarding area, please stow bags and loose items in the provided compartments. Any loose-fitting shoes, such as slip-off shoes or flip-flops, should be removed and left in this area. Please find your assigned number and take a seat, being sure to fasten your seatbelt by feeding it through the center loop and then inserting in the buckle on your left. Sit back comfortably and keep your arms to your side at all times. You are now ready to go. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
Flight of the Skyline. Flew for like nearly 2 hours for that. Joe, what do you think of it?
Better than Soaring.
Better than Soaring. I think it's better than Soaring. I think it's better than Flight of Passage. I wouldn't wait any more than 10 minutes for it though, I'm afraid.
Let's check on.
Yay!
A bit loud.
I love this music. The can now. So those two buses are actually talking. And I am dancing. Knight's Kingdom. Every theme park has a castle. Just saying. Dragon Prince. And here we have the elusive Nana waiting for us to come off of the journey.
Which isn't.
Bye bye to the Nana. Hi, Emmett! I really love this guy here. I really love this. This one's my favourite one. It's a flowery rhino. I like the flowery rhino. Are we going? Does this qualify as a ride? It's moving, so I'm going to class it as a ride. She's my spirit animal.
Come and join in the fun. Stomp your feet, sing along.
Stomp your feet,
It's a party at Legoland.
So these are Lego statues as you walk in that we missed earlier because of how many people there were. I'm going to go have a look at the view in a minute, but first we're going to go into the Lego shop.
What's this?
You can actually stand on it because there's.
Completely windswept.
Santa on.
We've entered the Christmas aisle. He's cute. So one of my favourite things is this view. View. Windsor Castle. Castle.
That's all you can see.
Heathrow over there.
Should have gone on that one.
Oh, shut up. I have Wedgie. I have Wedgie from the slide. Everyone's clapping. I love it. And Bubbles.
Where's your bubble hat, Tommy? This is amazing, isn't it? Is that a squid? Whatever it is, it's made. But, yeah, it's Nero. Not Nero, actually. We're in Atlantis.
It's Neptune made out of it.
He was?
What?
Legoland's closed now. So we're going to walk back through the park, back to the car.
Look at the ground.
So that's Windsor Castle. Stonehenge, big glass dome. Dover, a really new castle, really edge of the north. Found the Florida section, but there's no Disney. So that's it. I'm back from Legoland. Jay is back at home. I've cried. Not going to lie, I've cried. I miss him. I love him. I'm back with Ozzy, who I think is broken because for the last 10 minutes he's been staring at the window trying to get me to open the blind. Haven't you? Yes, you have. He's it. There he is. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. So, Legoland. Very interesting. Started off great. We went to Flight of the Sky Lion. It broke down, as did every other ride in the park. They told us to leave the queue line and enjoy one of the other attractions, but all of the other attractions were down. We didn't leave the queue line. We did eventually get on Flight of the Sky Lion. Found out afterwards that it went down again after we went on it, as did most of the other rides. By which point we were getting in the queue. I don't know which one we were getting in the queue. Were we getting in the queue for another one? I think we were. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, oh, we went to Spinning Spider. And then we went to Monster Party. So while we were in the queue for, I think it was probably Monster Party, everything went down again. But nothing was announced at Monster Party. I only found out through social media afterwards. So essentially, there was an hour and a half of everybody's day. Now, the park was only open for 6 hours today. So I have to keep moving the phone because the dog keeps licking me. So yeah, the park was only open for 6 hours today. But the rides were only working for 4.5 hours. It was 11:30 before the rides were actually all up online working. And even then, you could tell that something wasn't right with them. Legoland's response has been, contact guest services, not our problem, contact guest services. A lot of the staff were very miserable, especially at Haunted House Monster Party. A lot of the staff were miserable. So it wasn't a good atmosphere there. It was, but it wasn't at the same time. It's like the experience was really... And it was Brick Week, so it was like meant to be special events. They had this thing set up that said you can go and build your own Bits and Bobs. And Bits and Bobs is a character from... he's a very well-loved character from Lego Mythica, Flight of the Sky Lion. And there wasn't anywhere you could make your own Bits and Bobs. We asked a staff member and it was, oh, over there. But we've been in there. Yeah, so there's none left. Certain characters were advertised, certain characters didn't come out, certain things were advertised, certain things didn't happen. Overall, it was just... There wasn't anything special going on there at all, other than just your average day at Legoland with most of the rides closed or not working. But what rides we did manage to get on, I'm really happy with. Flight of the Sky Lion, I have to say, made me very travel sick. It's like that whole Star Tours thing that I mentioned in one of my earlier vlogs. Like, I had been travelling for 3.5 hours on 5 trains to get to Legoland. And for Sky Lion to be the first ride we did, I was, yeah. Do I like the ride? Yes. Do I think it's great? No. Do I think it's worth the hour and a half to 2 hours that we ended up waiting for it? No. Do I think it's worth an hour? No. Personally, I would wait no more than 10 to 15 minutes for this. It's better than Soarin', it's better than Flight of Passage. The seating is the same style as Soarin'. But I don't know. There's just, I like it, but I don't at the same time. Would I go on it again? Yes. Probably at the end of the day. To me, that would be an end of the day attraction. Not start of the day. It would be end of the day. But because all the rides were going down, it was like, well, if we don't do it now, if we don't do this now, if we don't do that now, we don't know if the rides will be picked up again. And it did put a dampener on the day. But yeah, Flight of the Sky Lion. I mean, if you're going there, yeah, do it. But if you see the wait time saying, like, today, the longest wait time for that, I think, was 80 minutes, which is far too long. No ride on earth is worth an 80-minute wait. My absolute maximum that I will usually wait for any ride is 30 minutes. Maximum. I can stretch it to 40 minutes. Like, Jay he adores that ride. That's his favourite ride. So I would stretch to 40 minutes for him. But nothing... Well, if I was on my own, I wouldn't go on it. I think they could have done better with, like, you can still see the ceiling. I think that they should have made the screen that little bit bigger. Like, yeah, the screen's huge, obviously, but, like, it cuts off at the top and it's not so magical. I do love it. I do love it, but I something about it at the same time. So like I said, I personally, if I was going on my own, wouldn't go on it. If I'm going with Jay again, then I will go on it. I'll go on it for him because he loves it. The theming, I think, is really good. The only thing that lets it down is like the army coloured, khaki coloured camouflage mesh that's at the top of the queue line area. I think they could have made that blue and it would have fit with the rest of the theming really well. The queue line itself, there are some little Mythica Lego figures for you to look at. However, you cannot buy Mythica sets. So they've opened up this whole area of Legoland And you can't buy any Lego Mythica stuff. You can buy t-shirts. That's about it. You can buy t-shirts and hats, and that's it. I just think I think this has been rushed. I honestly think this has been rushed, and if I was them, I would really... They need to bring the sets out really quick. Especially Bits and Bobs, because he is cute. Yeah, I would go back on just for Bits and Bobs. So, I mean, like I said, I liked it and I didn't like it at the same time. Jay, I think even if it said a 6-hour wait, he would wait for that. Because he loves it. And if you love it, that's fair enough. It is just me. I mean, I got travel sick on it as well. I said to my mum, I said, am I going to get travel sick on this ride? She went, no, definitely not. If I don't, you won't. And I need to throw up. So, yeah, the next ride we went on was Spinning Spider, and we had the fastest spinning log. I can't explain what sort of motion it is that sets me off, but yeah, Flight of the Skyline, Star Tours, Soaring, Flight of Passage, all of those lot. The motion sickness for me is just... I think it's something to do with the screen. I think that's what it is. I think it's something to do with the screen. I don't know. But yeah, there's something about those that really set me off. Like I said, I went on Spinning Spider and we had the fastest log. So, went on the Dragon, no problem. I can go on all the rides at Disney, with the exception of Star Tours, no problem. So, actually Ratatouille makes me feel quite sick as well. So, I think it's definitely to do with the screens. It's not anything else, it's the screens, I think. Favourite ride of today, Haunted House Monster Party. Oh my god, I love it. It reminds me of Hex so much. I miss working on Hex. It made me think, that's something I would give up circus for, is to go back on that ride, to go and work on Hex again. Or to work... I wouldn't work Legoland, I wouldn't work Haunted House Monster Party because they were all miserable. With the exception of one person, one chap was like one lad on the last ride that we did. He was quite cheerful, but all the rest of them were miserable. I don't know if it's like that at Hex now, but it was a party when I was on there. So I miss Hex. It has made me really miss Hex. That was my favourite ride, Haunted House Monster Party. In my opinion, if you're going to Legoland, do Haunted House Monster Party. Yes, do Flight of the Skyline. If you don't like it, that's fair enough. At least you've got it over and done with. By the end of the day, I was ready to go back on, and we missed getting in the queue by about 10 seconds. We didn't get to go on Ninjago because, thanks to the fiasco at the start of the day, the queues were all ridiculously long. They didn't go down once all day, purely because of what happened in the morning. What else did we go on? We went on the Dragon. That was only a 20-minute wait. Actually, that was less than a 20-minute wait, so that was cool. We did the Deep Sea Adventure, which when we went on it said a 40-minute wait, but because it was the end of the day, it was like, oh, it was a walk on, let's face it. And that ride is shorter. That's a lot shorter than what I remember it being. Like, and where's all the theming gone? I think it used to be called something like Journey into Atlantis or something like that. And it used to be really interactive, and it used to tell you about the animals that are in there, and it used to tell you all sorts. Like, and you used to see all the animals in there, and the black-tip reef sharks, the nurse sharks, and the zebra sharks, and all this lot. And it was like, there was just nothing. It just sort of went around, and that was it. And then we came out, and the little sea life aquarium has been downgraded and made smaller. Is this because of the Castle Hotel being built and they've decided to take away from that? I don't know, but they really shouldn't have taken away from that. So anyway, I've made this really, really long, so it's going to really make this vlog really long. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.